Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Nvda, AMD, and Tesla. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So let's go right to the daily chart of Nvda. 20 million on the day, up $3.72. Now a little bit after hours, no great shakes, but let's keep an eye on this area here at the 6-1 or at the 382. That's roughly right around the 140, let's say, or even this pivot low. We still have a gap fill, gap window coming up, 50 MA support with that, and then the 50% retrace as well. I still think we come down to this area here, right around 120 or so, but still a little bit early. Let's see how this pattern starts to play out. We can still retrace back up, and then maybe the next leg down, just making lower highs as it's doing it. That's what everything seems to be doing. If you look at a lot of charts like I do, that's what it's kind of retracing. That doesn't break out and start making new higher highs. Just kind of almost makes it and starts to come back in. A lot of charts are doing that, so be careful with these markets. Volume, like I said, it wasn't bad. But let's see if we go sideways now. If we retrace, got to get back above the 20, fill some gaps, get above this pivot. That's more bullish. Attack the 168.50 area and get to 170, 175, 180 if this thing continues higher. If this keeps going sideways here, 20 MA curls in the price, eventually, maybe a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, that could send this one lower. If we get some follow through and start, stair stepping down, we have a couple gaps. We have a gap I love 104, guys. I don't know if and when we get there, but if we had a straight shot to this area, that would be a definite buy on Nvda. So again, guys, that's low prices. Let's take it one day at a time. Bulls, you got to get above the 20. Bears, you got to get below this 50, fill the gap, and then continue on possibly to the 200 MA. Double top would be the high, and then we go from there. We'll wait for pattern or whatever it gives us. But right now on the daily, not giving us much other than a little bit of selling. Still below the 20, still in a strong stance. So Nvidia, nothing really wrong. A little bit of a pullback, but remember, buy the dip. That's what we do here. Not me, but I'm just saying that's the mentality. AMD, guys, daily chart, 99 million on the day, still in this channel, pretty much 50% now. It could go either way. Nice bounce off, a little bit oversold condition, 6 days down into a little bit of support. Good gap window. I would have thought at least gap fill 50 MA trend line. Oh, that would have been the area. I would have took this thing long. And of course, you know what? That's where everyone else is waiting, guys. So they cut it short. They do that. Try to get the people who wanted to buy here to chase it up higher here. Going into another gap fill up in here. Again, 1412, 1472, those are the big areas. So if we continue up, let's look what happens, again, going into this trend line again. Will it just go up and through, or this time will it go through? Or does it fall short on a short-term retrace? Well, let's see, 750, 618. Let's do a shorter term retrace here. Let's go on this one from here to here. Ah, shoot. So, what is that? 618. So we're into the 382. 618 is around 1370 and then 14 bucks. That's going to be a big area right there. And then you have a gap fill coming up there as well. So let's see if we could get up a little higher on Thursday, Friday, and see where the weekly closes as well. But right now, good day on AMD. Bulls, you got it today. Just remember, don't forget to take profits, you guys. You got guys that were in here around 10 bucks, 10.50, 10.25. This thing gets to 14.50. They're going to take some profits. Even guys here, if you bought at 12, this thing goes back to 14.15. They're going to take some profits again. But eventually, this thing could start moving up. Higher areas, 15.54, 16.22, 17.77, and then we'll go from there. We got some more areas up there, guys. And for the bulls, bull or bear, guys, I don't care. All right, let's go. If this thing comes back and just reverses, then expect lower prices. This trend line cracks, we're going lower. Just like this trend line cracks, we're going higher. So that's your channel that you're watching. Let's see where the retrace comes in on the shorter term from this high to that low, and we'll take it from there. But AMD, guys, nothing wrong today. Just tighten the stops. If it comes back up here, guys, this will be the fourth time it will hit this line, so it has a good chance of popping through. The more it hits it, the weaker it gets, and then the next thing you know, it's popping through. And maybe a good short squeeze going on this one. But again, guys, we'll see. Let's see what we get on Thursday, Friday on AMD. Let's go to Tesla, guys. What can I say? I guess a downgrade by Goldman. They had some bad news on Monday, I think, or Sunday or whatever. Came right back in. We talked about this line. So we're back below this trend line. We're almost in a channel here too, from this bottom to this high. So we are, and we got above it. It was really looking nice. I thought for 400 for sure, 420, 425, and it was going. We had a pretty good bullish pattern starting to go. When it reversed here and boom, and this one right here, it was like, wait a minute, this is a nice reversal, engulfed pretty much the last couple days and closed at the lows. So, and then more news came out, Goldman Sachs, boom, straight down. We're back into this trend line too, another good area, guys. And as well as if you take a retrace from this high to this low, we're into the 618, so it could bounce there. I think we get one more day, maybe get down into the 303 area. I'm telling you, one more just slap in the face to really make bulls think, wow, buy the dip. Oh my gosh, because you know they bought the dip here, they're buying the dip here. We go down one more time, there's going to be some serious selling. That's going to shake everybody down. So watch for that. On the bull side, this thing could pop right back up. It needs to pretty much gap up tomorrow and get this thing going. Try to get above the gap window and do an engulfing candle on the reverse side to the upside. We get back above this trend line here and keep going. Then we can see higher prices on Tesla. I'm still thinking 400 if it could get going. Again, though, just like I said earlier, it's going to be all about earnings, guys. This will either drive it up or drive it down. And we're getting to the point, guys. We're getting long in the tooth with these earnings and how good everything is, and we go straight up and all that stuff. So just beware with going into earnings this time. And, you know, usually this thing runs up into earnings. This time it's running down into earnings. So who knows? If it sells off, I mean, we're down in here at earnings, you know, we might get a bounce. I think Goldman gave 180 target. And the funny thing is with that, guys, look where this thing took off from, 180. So on 12/1, remember, Trump trade. I've been telling you guys, everything's going back to November lows, guys, so beware of that. So Tesla, guys, if you are long in this one and unfortunately bought up here, just tighten that stop. If you're a believer, then you're going to have to add more somewhere down here. But honestly, we could go a lot lower. If Goldman gave them that, not that I listen to Goldman, but it could really freak people out, and this thing just starts. I mean, if we get another bar surge tomorrow, we can easily go to that 300 level. So that area of people I think would get interested in that. But then you have another area down here, gap fill around 295 even. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow, guys. Keep an eye on this one. Down a little bit after hours, but $25 on the day or 7.24% on an overflyer. And let's go to the monthly on this one. And I'll leave you with this, guys. Monthly extended 20 MA is at 245.24. Usually that's the target. Wherever the 20 MA is, that's what usually price will come down into. You have 7 months up, which is a good sign. You might get a pullback. I thought for 400 for sure, but think every other technical technician out there, they're looking at 400 too, 420, 425. Sometimes it just doesn't make it, rolls over because everyone's waiting to short it there. Now the people who wanted to short this thing, they're starting to chase it as well. And the Goldman downgrade, oh my gosh. So let's see what happens tomorrow and Friday, see where the weekly close is on Tesla, and then we'll take it from there, guys. If you like these videos, go to StockBookie.com, sign up, it's free. Go to YouTube, subscribe. Thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.